Commute, 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 commute with Gavin. That's my new theme song for the commute. It would be actually quite impressive if I sang that every single time, but I probably won't. I have had a good day at work, so I hope you have had a good day at work or whatever you do, as I am commuting home today. Oh, pardon me. Because I'm a gardener, I've worked in the landscape and gardening business. I just saw a truck of a gardening company who I've heard absolutely terrible things about. And it looks like it based on their truck. I'm not going to talk about it. I've never worked for them. I want to make that clear in case anybody that I used to work with is listening. That is not the case. What I did want to talk about today is goals. Because I realized today that I had set myself a small goal, not a small goal, a ridiculous goal. And the deadline for that goal is coming up, and I have not done any preparation for it whatsoever. What I'm talking about is that the Melbourne Marathon's coming up in 3 weeks, 3 and a bit weeks. And I've signed up for it again. Last year I did it in 5 hours, 59 minutes. Mainly because my training involved playing Call of Duty. So I did no training whatsoever, and I still made it, which I was very pleased about. It's been a very, what's the word, not a soul searching, but I did really genuinely learn something about myself in terms of perseverance, getting through something, all that kind of stuff. So I've signed up again this year, and I'm hoping to do a bit of training, of which I've done very little. I first got back out on the road running this week, and I now have 3 weeks to train for 42.2 kilometers. My other goal that I set myself way back when I first did it was to deadlift 200 kilograms the day before or the weekend of. Now the reason why this is the case, or that's the amount that I decided, was that last year I told my dad, who's a runner, I said, oh God. Anyway, I'm not going to tell you about that. A little personal thing there. Nothing controversial, but it'll seem it. I told my dad that next year, I think, or by the end of, I think it was last year I did the marathon, and then I said I would like to deadlift 200 kilos by the end of the year. And Dad said something along the lines of, you can't do both. So of course, like a bull in a red rag, I decided that that was what I was going to do this year, and I was going to make it even harder by putting them both on the same weekend. Now, the likelihood of doing these two things is pretty unlikely. I feel like this year with the marathon, I'm probably going to run it the same type of time. There won't be much of an improvement, and I think the fact that I've done it before might mean that I push myself too hard, and then that means that I don't get anywhere, if that makes sense. Deadlifting 200, I haven't deadlifted anything in a long time. My PB is 160. I think at the moment I'd probably be at a max of 120 or 130. So I've got 3 weeks to try and build enough strength to add another 70 kilos on that. I'm weighing in at about 114. It was the last time I weighed myself, which was a week ago. I'm hoping, not a goal, but a personal little thing for myself. I've talked about Jamie and I on keto. I'm wondering if I can try and drop down to 100 in the next 3 weeks as well. It is all so absurd and so random and not scientific and not realistic that I laugh at myself. So those are a couple of my goals. Put in the comments, or gavin@thecommuter@gmail.com, your goals that are just ridiculous and absurd, and let's see if we can maybe hit them together. Thanks. See you tomorrow. No, not tomorrow. Tomorrow's Saturday. See you Monday. Bye.